We rejoin you at the California Speedway as the pace car pulls off and the field comes down for the restart.
Green flag.
Elliott Sadler, the race leader. 69 laps to go. 31 cars on the lead lap. After his spin, Kurt Busch back to 30th place. Kyle Petty, the lucky dog at the caution. Lead lap, 31st place.
Whoa, 3 abreast. Nemechek on the outside of Ricky Rudd, the 21 car.
Carl Edwards is in 4th spot in that 99 car.
Really jamming up there in traffic.
Or I said in the blue and white 36 cars, Jeremy Mayfield back in contention, the 19 car. Oh, Matt, 99 cars looking for 3rd spot.
He is working all over that 12 car. Now they took 2 tires and fuel. The car was just a tick on the tight side, but a rookie mistake on pit road. He was waiting for the team to come around and start working on the left side. He forgot they were only doing 2 tires and started yelling, go, 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 go. He lost just a little bit of time here on pit road.
Carl running in 4th place right now, the youngster out of Columbia, Missouri. I don't know, has to do with the sun setting and the lights coming on or what, but you just feel the intensity of this thing pick up all of a sudden.
Well, the checkered flag is almost in the air. Sure, they've got to make another pit stop, but
it's going to be a quick pit stop.
Every position they get now might be one they can save at the end of the day.
Kenseth, take a look.
Kenseth, another one of the rally brigade. He got just 2 tires on his pit stop.
Not so fast.
And while they race side by side for 4th and 5th, Ryan Newman in the 12 is just ahead of them in 3rd, Dave.
Remember, Alan, they made a 2-tire stop back on lap 169. The car is actually pretty good for Ryan right now, but he's not been good all day. He's been suffering from a head cold. And you radioed his crew during that last caution saying the car feels about 4 times better than I do right now.
Well, I tell you what, that's a miserable existence to be hot as it is and feeling ill.
Carl Edwards held him off.
Casey
Kane does a crossover and takes the spot from Matt Kenseth.
Race to the chase. As they run, Jeff Gordon's remarkable rally as the lead changes hands. Robbie Gordon.
How about that? How about that for standing out there on old tires, huh? Chris Andrews knew what he was doing.
So look at this now. Mayfield's in. Kane is in. Newman's back in.
Where'd Mark go? He was 8th this last time we saw this.
Only running 11th in the race, but that's enough to kick him back out.
He's 15 points behind Harvick.
And remember, it was 70 back to 15th a little while ago. Now it's only 47. Jeff Gordon rolling in the 24. The bandaged up and repaired 24 car after he ran into a piece of debris earlier on the track. And Elliott Sadler wants the lead back from Robbie Gordon.
Boy, Robbie's not going to give it up that easy. Marty.
It'll never be for a lack of effort for Robbie Gordon, will it be, Wally? They are trying very hard. The car, very good. Robbie said best it's been all day, and that led into the decision for them not to pit. They do have to pit before everybody else, though, and that will come in about 20 laps. Around lap 206, 207, they can go to 211 if they have to on fuel. Right now, keeping it up front.
But he's driving that car hard. He had that thing sliding all over the place in turn 3 and 4 there. And Sadler's going to get a good run off the high side here going down the backstretch.
But check who's come into 3rd spot. Casey Kane has taken that 9 car to 3rd spot, getting by 99 and 12.
Track temperature down to 99 degrees. That is 33 degrees cooler than when the race started.
And in that pack right there, it looks like on the high side is Mark Martin, and believe me, he will work his way back up to the front.
Remarkable rally for Jeff Gordon, Bill.
It certainly has been. Not surprising. He's very good here at California, going for his 4th win at this track. That car's really good. Was really good before the last stop. Is still just as good. The only guy that's been more successful on Labor Day weekend than Jeff Gordon is Jerry Lewis. Last 9 Labor Day races, Gordon has 5 wins and 7 top 5s. This season, 17 top 10s for Gordon, and the current leader in the race to the chase is already locked in. But he's good on Labor Day weekend.
Good line, Bill. I like that.
Thank you, Benny.
I think he made that up himself.
I think he did.
Oh, okay.
He's good at inventing those lines.
How about Mark Martin, the Dominator? Had kind of trapped back in traffic, Matty.
He's not locked in, but he's certainly made his way back into the top 10 in today's rundown. Now they undid an air pressure adjustment they made on the last stop. Markson just made his car way too loose. They, like everybody else, will have to stop one more time, so they know they've got one more shot to dial this race car in, Marty.
Jarrett's had a tight car for most of the evening, Matt. Tight on the last stop. They went up half a round on the track bar trying to loosen him up. He has come from the back to the front 3 times tonight. The times are still some of the 5 best times on the racetrack as he continues to claw his way towards the top 5. One of those teams that needs to make up points to make it in the chase for the championship. Right now, 14th in the championship standings, 45 out of the chase.
It's been a night of tremendous rallies for several drivers who had troubles earlier.
Oh, man. These guys are going after it. Almost made some contact off the second corner. It's Elliott Sadler goes back in front. The 38, Robbie Gordon, 31.
Wow, Robbie, I think drove in a little bit too hard that lap. His car really slid up the racetrack in turn 3.
And now being challenged for second spot by Casey Kane, who may just have the fastest car out there right now. In fact, he did run the fastest lap that last time by.
Yeah, I think that right now Casey Kane will have, and he probably will have for the next 10 or 15 laps, but I think that Mark Martin, sooner or later, that 6 car, once he gets clear of this traffic, I think, unless this weather has changed his car dramatically, he'll still be okay.
I agree with you, Benny. I think Martin's going to be there.
Saw the race for 4th. Jeff Gordon moving into the number 4 spot. And there's Mark Martin now moving up to 8th around Jimmy Johnson, trying to pick his way back toward the front. Another remarkable rally, Rusty Wallace. Remember, his car was overheating. He had to make a green flag pit stop earlier. Got a lap down. Then the caution came out for the debris cleanup. Rusty got the lucky dog there, Matt. He's climbing back toward the front.
But Alan, he may have issues again. 2 laps ago, he came on the radio, told Larry Carter, I may have a left side tire going down. The crew is ready for him, if indeed he does, and hits pit road.
Of course, the big week for Rusty Wallace. The fact that on Monday he announced Rusty's last call, that 2005 would be his last year as a NASCAR Nextel Cup Series driver. He used the word scared in response to the question about how Dale Earnhardt's death affected him earlier in the week, and a lot of people seized on that. He's kind of had second thoughts. He said in the emotions of the moment, that wasn't perhaps the word I wanted to use.
I guess I might have made a little mistake by saying, hey, I'm concerned about getting hurt. I think I said it twice. People thought that maybe I was getting scared of driving a car. It's not the case at all. I feel like I can run with the best of them out there, but I just want to, make this decision and have a great retirement tour next year and have guys time to get it built and get it done. And I want to go around the country and thank the fans for supporting me so much.
And trust me, Rusty Wallace is not scared. When you get in a race car, the last thing you're thinking about is being scared or getting hurt. He's pushing the envelope as much now as ever. Maybe you think about those things when you're not in the race car, but trust me, when you're in that race car doing the job right now, you are driving your butt off and you're not afraid of anything.
The word in his prepared text was that Dale Earnhardt's death affected him. And he got caught up in the emotions and got off his prepared text, and maybe it came out a little bit differently than he hoped.
And that came out differently than Elliott Sadler hoped. He hoped to keep the lead till the end of the race, but guess what? Casey Kane, 9 car, goes by using that high line. Man, that 9 car loves and runs so well up high.
Elliott can't get much higher than that.
We have not had a first-time winner so far in the 2004 NASCAR Nextel Cup season. Casey Kane in search of his first victory. He's finished second 4 different times this year, including, remember that second race of the season when he missed beating Matt Kenseth at Rockingham by inches?
I remember that.
Well, if this thing goes green, a lot of it's going to have to do what we talked about earlier, is getting to pit lane and getting off of pit lane fast, because if you blow it there,
Uh-oh. Michael Waltrip.
Left rear tire is flat on the 15 car.
Trying to get to the inside.
Hang on,
They
Michael.
felt it going down about 3 laps ago, you guys, and we're hoping something good would happen, but it didn't.
Easy, Michael.
I don't know what.
You can only go so fast with those.
You see, it's already
it's already coming
separating there,
apart.
so it's got to be careful it doesn't fly off and do a
Or he doesn't spin out.
Boy, if he does get that thing back to the pit road without losing control, that'll be one whale of a piece of driving, huh?
Sure will.
Tough luck there for Michael. Kind of, he led this race earlier, kind of a summation of what his season's been like. They've run well, but just haven't seemed to get the finishing results they were looking for.
Surprised how many tire issues we've had today.
Here he comes, Bill.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking. They thought they might have a shot here late in the race, but this could take them out of it. With over 50 laps to go, crew chief Slugger Labby did tell his gas man, make sure you get it full. So hopefully they'd be able to get to the end, but this will be a long stop under green, a 4-tire change. If it stays green, they'll hope to be able to make it to the end without stopping for a splash. But this pretty much takes Michael out of contention in California today.
And a lot of time lost getting back to pit road also. Look at this.
Oh, babe, looky here.
This is for third place.
Whoa! Hang on, Robbie.
Jeff Gordon to third, and look who's closing on the back of that group, Mark Martin. Bill?
Well, as we've been talking about, Jeff Gordon having a good run in his home state of California, wants to get to the front, but as he talked to his team and his car owner, Rick Hendrick, you don't go until it's time to go. Listen in.
Hey, buddy, it's time now. It's time. Almost, boss. You know what? One thing I love is that when it's time, ain't nobody gonna have to say a word. We're all gonna know it. You may wait too long. Patience there, grasshopper.
It's all about patience. And one thing about this team, they get along real well. Crew Chief Robbie Loomis saw Rick Hendrick working out in the team's gym the other day and made a crack about it. Hendrick immediately challenged Robbie Loomis to start working out, and whoever lifts the most weight is the winner. And Hendrick told me during this race, if Loomis loses, it's going to cost him some money in the wallet.
Wow.
Well, he better hurry because the guy behind him is in a hurry.
Yes, he is.
Mark Martin.
Mark Martin fell back to 13th on the exchange of pit stops. That's where he was running when we went back green at lap 181. And now he's trying to take third spot away from Jeff Gordon.
Right there from the middle off is where Mark is better. He can get on the gas, and Jeff Gordon's car slides up the racetrack a little bit, and that's all Mark Martin needed.
And it looked like that Mark Martin had 30 more horsepower than the 24 car going down the straightaway. That's not the case. Just the fact that he's able to get back on the accelerator in the middle of 3 and 4 and drive up on the 24 made it look that way.
And look at that, Carl Edwards challenging Jeff Gordon. Good run for Carl.
Mark Martin 4.1 seconds behind Casey Kane, the race leader, at 400 miles into the final 100 in this race. Matt?
4 times this year he has finished second, trying to knock down his first win. This young man, a rookie, driving like a veteran, telling crew chief Tommy Baldwin, the temperature's going down. We've got to continue to free this race car up. The track is slowly tightening up more and more, preparing for that final stop to try to make that final adjustment to get this car to victory lane, guys.
50 laps to go here at the California Speedway. Casey Kane in search of his first NASCAR Nextel Cup Series win.